your household, messing up your husbands, or you know, causing yourself to be a distraction in somebody's life. Go ahead and read.
And that the hand of the Philistines may be against him. Wherefore Saul said to David, Thou shalt this be my son-in-law, and the one of the twain.
See, he wanted to make him his son-in-law because he wanted his daughter to distract David. He wanted to see David fall. Y'all heard about them songs out there. They want to see, you know, they make raps. You just want to see you fall. You're going to enjoy that. People, when you do righteous, they don't like it. I want to see you go down. I want to see you go. I want to see you get fired. I want your position. You don't deserve it. I'm glad you out there and you lost all your house, your car, your everything else. See, I always had haters. Always. Go ahead.
And Saul commanded his servants, saying, Commune with David secretly, and say, Behold, the king hath delighted in thee, and all his servants love thee. Now therefore be the king's son-in-law.
See, man, it wasn't no big thing, because David, he wasn't a rich. He wasn't a rich dude. He was poor compared to Saul and his family. Go ahead and read.
And Saul's servants spake those words in the ears of David. And David said, Seemeth it to you a light thing to be a king's son-in-law?
You think it's a light thing to be the king's son-in-law? He asking me a big thing. Why did you even come to me asking me? You know I ain't no rich guy. Go ahead and read.
Seeing that I am a poor man and lightly esteemed.
See, I'm a poor man and lightly esteemed. See, he didn't think of himself highly, like we read earlier, right? Go ahead and read.
And the servant of Saul told him, saying, On this matter spake David. And Saul said, Thus shall ye say to David, The king desired not any dowry, but 100 foreskin of the Philistines, to be avenged of the king's enemies.
See, he said, go get 100, how many?
100 foreskins of the Philistines.
He wanted, okay, go cut off 100 foreskins of these Philistines. I know you're going to get killed doing that. So he's trying to find different ways to make David fall. But David was head on with the Lord. Go ahead and read.
But Saul thought to make David fall by the hand of the Philistines.
See, he come up with another plan. They always trying to get you. They want to see you fall. They try to get something to distract you. But as long as you stay focused with the Lord, you won't fall. Go ahead.
And when his servant told David these words, it pleases David well to be the king's son-in-law.
Go ahead.
And the days were not expired. Wherefore David arose and went, he and his men, and slew of the Philistines 200 men.
He ain't give him 100 foreskins, he gave him 200 foreskins. I'm going to give you a double piece. I'm going to give you a 2-piece McNugget extra spicy. He only ordered 1. I'm going to give you 2. See? If y'all don't know what that means Saul only required 100 foreskins. He gave him 200. He gave him a double portion. Because when you doing right, the Lord increase you better, even in your works. Amen. See, he said he was successful, right? Amen. And he prospered. Amen. We read it earlier, didn't we? Go ahead and read, man.
And David brought their foreskins, and they gave them in full tale of the king, that he might be the king's son-in-law.
Go ahead.
And Saul gave him Michal, his daughter, to wife.
Yeah, he gonna give him Michelle. You know, this is other, okay. If that plan didn't work, Michelle gonna work. Go ahead and read.
And Saul saw and knew that the Lord was with David.
He knew the Lord was with David because David was on point with the Lord. He knew it. People know when you serve God, and they know when you're not serving God. Yes, sir. See, they try to distract you in every form and way. Stay the course. People can, they ain't got to say you serve God. People can see that you serve God. Go ahead.
And that Michelle, Saul's daughter, loved him.
Yeah.
And Saul was yet the more afraid of David.
See, people get afraid of you when you serve God. The Lord say, the wicked bow before the righteous. Right. Read.
And Saul became David's enemy continually.
See, his enemy. David ain't do nothing to Saul, but his righteousness kept prevailing, and Saul didn't like that because he was king, but he wasn't doing right. I don't like this guy. I don't like you. I don't like you today, tomorrow, or the next day. You don't even know why you don't like him. Because his works is righteous. Because he's doing right. And you just can't seem to get it right. Go ahead and finish, man.
Then the princes of the Philistines went forth And it came to pass, after they went forth, that David behaved himself more wisely than all the servants of Saul, so that his name was much set by.
See, the Lord make you prosperous by behaving according to how God wants you to behave, doing what he told you to do, and he got you. David behaved himself right. He didn't fall off. Let's skip down. Let's skip down. Let's skip down to Romans, 8th chapter. Romans 8.
Romans 8.
I had to cut some of this out, people. Y'all, a lot of people didn't get here on time, so. We messed up, but we can't keep y'all extra. And then Brother Boyd said his brother Thein kept y'all 3 hours. We only got a couple more places after this, people. Romans 8, pick it up at 35. Romans 8. Wait, is that right? Is that supposed to go? Okay, Romans supposed to go first, right?
Yeah, Romans 8:35.
Okay, Romans 8 and 35. Romans 8, verse 35. When you get that, brother, go ahead and read.
Who shall separate us from the love of Christ?
Who's going to separate you from the love of Christ? Now, I could have read how your mama had to go, where King Asa had to take his mama down from being a queen. We'll read that another time. Or you can go online and look at the lesson. But King Asa had to remove his mama because she did some wickedness. So he removed her from being queen. Go ahead.
Shall tribulation?
So tribulation, situations that come up, go ahead.
Or distress?
Or distress because you're going through a lot and you just can't handle it. I'm stressed out. Read.
Or persecution?
Or because somebody talking about you, belittling you, or making you feel low because you serving God. Read.
Or famine?
Or famine because you ain't getting all the things you want. You ain't got as much money as you think you shall have. Your food ain't full up, but you eating, but you ain't got, your pantry ain't full. The refrigerator ain't packed. The covers, you know what I mean? You got to keep eating rice. Sugar rice. I'm just messing people. But you hurt. You know, you ain't got all them commas, you know, in the numbers in the bank account. Instead of 1,000, you got 985 or 183 instead of 2,000. Or 500,000 or 600,000 or a million. You ain't got that much. You stop. You got a family going on. Bills need to be paid. But you still operate. Go ahead and read.
Or nakedness.
Or nakedness. You ain't got all the type of clothes you used to have. Ralph Lauren ain't in the wardrobe no more, brother. Gucci had to be put on by Prada. Quit.
Or pearls.
Or pearls.
Or sword.
Or sword.
As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
We killed all the day long.
We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
Yes, sir.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that love us. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life.
I'm persuaded neither what?
Death nor life.
What is that, death or death?
Death.
Death, whether I'm going to get killed, go ahead.
Nor life.
Whether I'm in this life or something that's going to circumvent me in my life, go ahead.
Nor angels.
Nor angels.
nor principalities,
no principalities, people that's in high positions,
nor powers,
no people that got the power over me,
nor things present, nor things to come,
neither things that's here now or things to come. Go ahead. Present, go ahead.
nor height,
Know how it is,
nor depth,
know how far down it goes.
nor any other creature
Go ahead.
shall be able to separate us from the love of
That's
God,
how you got to look at how you serve God.
which is in Christ
None of
Jesus
these
our Lord.
things should be a reason why you not serving God. Did you finish that? Let's end to finish this up. What's the next verse?
Now we finished.
What's the next verse? I know. What's the next scripture?
1 Peter.
There you go. 1 Peter 5 and 8. You know what I meant, brother? Why you even give me them problems? Okay. 1 Peter 5, pick up at verse 8. 1 Peter 5, pick up at verse 8. When you get there, brother, go ahead and read.
Be sober.
Be sober. Now, let me tell y'all something, people. Sober is not just a form of being intoxicated. Sober is also, when you go look the word up, is being marked by seriousness, gravity, solemnity in your demeanor and your speech. That means you should talk and be serious, and your demeanor should carry that out when it comes to serving God. Go ahead and read.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant.
Because
hey, you know what vigilant is? Look these words up. What? It's keenly watchful to detect danger. You're supposed to be able to detect danger. This is being vigilant. Read.
Because your adversary the devil,
yes, sir,
as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may
He
devour.
walking about seeing who can he have for dinner. And he don't get tired, people. Satan was in the days of Adam and Eve. They in our days. Walking about seeing who he can take advantage of. What verse?
Titus.
Titus.
3.
Is that the last one?
Yeah. No, one more after Titus.
What's,
Titus 3.
make sure that's okay. Make sure that's the right one, bro. Titus 3 and 8. Yeah, that's the right one. Titus, 3rd chapter. Titus, the 3rd chapter, because people. Now I shortened it because I just took 2 examples out, but you get the picture. You follow me? You get the picture. You know, some of those stories were good, but we don't have the time. You know, next time y'all can't be distracted. You gotta get here on time. Titus, 3rd chapter, pick it up in verse 8. Go ahead.
This is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly.
Affirm this constantly in your mind. Go ahead.
That they which have believed in God may be careful to maintain good works.
If you believe in God, you got to be careful to maintain what?
Good works.
Good works. Why?
These things are good and profitable unto men.
This is good and profitable to you. You got to maintain good works. Once you start doing it, you got to maintain it. You got to maintain it to the end. Last scripture. 1 Corinthians 7. 1 Corinthians. Last scripture. 1 Corinthians 7 chapter. Pick it up at verse 35. 1 Corinthians 7 and 35. You get that, brother? Go ahead and read.
And this I speak for your own profit.
I'm speaking this for your own profit, not mine. Because I already read it. So it's for yours. Go ahead.
Not that I may cast a snare upon you.
I'm not trying to snare you with none of this. Go ahead.
But for that which is comely.
And this thing I'm about to tell you about is comely. Go ahead.
And that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
You may attend upon the Lord without what?
Distraction.
Without what?
Distraction.
Without what?
Distraction.
Thank you for your time. So now